South Florida rallies against Don't Stay Gay and the Stop Woke Act. Now, it may be an exercise in futility, but more and more South Florida institutions are coming out against legislation targeting the LGBTQ+ community. In this week's SFGN, online now and on stands tomorrow, my colleague Christina Lily looks at our allies standing up for us. The Fort Lauderdale City Commission and the Broward County School Board have passed resolutions condemning 4 odious bills, including the Stop Woke Activism Act, ooh, woke, and the Don't Say Gay initiative. Even President Biden, who, by the way, has a lot going on right now, took time out to deal with Florida's intransigent, gay-baiting GOP. Now, you can see exactly what they said in Christina's article at SFGN, as I said, online now, and on stands tomorrow. Now, will any of this stop the bills? Probably not. But it could energize enough voters to see the hate and stupidity for what it is and vote out Governor DeSantis this November. Remember, stop him here, and we may stop his presidential aspirations in their tracks. And I believe that. I mean, he won by like, what, 20,000 votes or something 4 years ago?
I think 13,000.
13,000, okay, even closer. It can be done. Maybe not on a national level, but I think we can definitely swing the vote here if we all, damn it, just get out and vote and pay attention.
That's the key word, pay attention.
So important.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention. Yeah.
Next up, we queer up trans rights. U.S. Appeals Court to hear Florida transgender rights case. Yesterday, oral arguments were heard in Atlanta at the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in the case of Andrew Adams, a trans man who is suing the St. Johns County School Board of Florida for not allowing him to use the boys' bathroom when he was in school. The arguments were heard by the full panel of circuit judges in Atlanta, usually reserved for cases of special constitutional importance. A decision in the case, which could come later this spring, could affirm transgender rights rulings by other federal appeal circuits, or could propel the case to the U.S. Supreme Court for a showdown over transgender civil rights.
What do we think about the appeal? Do we think it's good, first off, that it's being picked up?
Well, it hasn't been picked up by the Supreme Court yet, though.
No.
Right?
It has to go through Atlanta first for it to.
Appeals.
Right.
Well, and it's been since 2017, so we've already been dealing with this for 5 years. The gentleman is now 22 years old. This happened when he was 17 and, a junior or senior in high school, and this has been dragging on, but they're going to use this case towards the other cases that are pending right now in Florida. So it's important that we watch out what happens with this in Atlanta.
There's an argument going on. I think several of the national LGBT advocacy organizations, especially focusing on trans, has said it's almost a lost cause to try to make it a focal point because the bigger fish to fry are not in this kind of legislation, because ultimately we're going to lose. And there has been several op-eds talking about the issue related to it. We're going to report extensively tomorrow on the Supreme Court's decision to hear the court case of religious rights versus LGBT rights. And broadly, a big portion of that is on trans rights. So this is probably going to get to the same place. It's going to, there's probably going to be victory on the bathroom. It's going to continue through district courts. It's going to set precedent. Then it's going to be heard by the Supreme Court. And then what happens in the Supreme Court is anybody's guess, but we probably have a pretty good guess of what's going to happen to trans rights. They have focused on several things that have been encouraging. But if the Supreme Court continues to have court justices that are extremely conservative, we know that the conclusion is going to worsen for the trans community and therefore the LGBTQ community.
Scary times.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+